Good afternoon, Steve. How you doing? You well?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you, Joel.
Good, good, good. Good to be sitting with you. I know that you've had a hectic week and you've got a hectic couple of months ahead of you, and it's just hectic right now because you are one of the few female owners of your own mass band, right? Vibrance. We've had the courtesy at The Voice of covering you over the last few years. We've charted your growth. It's been phenomenal to watch. A couple of major announcements I guess you're going to share with us in this interview, one of which preceding your event this weekend. Have I got it right? This weekend?
Yep, Sunday.
All right, cool. Let's get straight into that. You've got an event. What's it all about and why?
So Carnival, Notting Hill Carnival is on, and we've got our truck on the road this year, and so we're really looking forward to it. And Sunday is our launch date for just basically launching our collection of costumes that the public can buy and be part of.
Your costumes, your collection, I know it made a bit of noise because the email got sent to me a few times from a few different people on the team, because there's a specific theme that you guys are embodying this year, isn't there? Talk to me about that, because I know it's close to your heart.
Yeah, so all of my designs have got a link to social issues and environmental issues, because that's really what I'm passionate about, as well as Carnival. So this collection is using a lot of plastics, like reusing plastics. I've got some headpieces with coffee stirrers that I've used. So yeah, it's kind of like it's focused on coral reefs. That's the theme, and plastics and pollution are obviously really sort of killing our oceans. So that's kind of the idea behind it.
So sustainability, right? I know Carnival in itself represents a real journey for Vibrance. So give people a bit of a snapshot of that journey and what brings you up to the point where you've got a truck on the road this year.
So I started in 2016, and I think I started with something like 6 people in costumes and about 30 people in t-shirts, I think. And then each year it's kind of doubled. So I think last year we had 170 people on the road. So yeah, it's kind of really grown, and the interest has grown. And then Notting Hill Carnival basically have did a film on us. It's like a video of just our costumes. It was like a virtual launch. So that has helped as well. And that's, yeah, it's just been really good. And yeah, the numbers are growing each year.
You're gonna have a few people confused. So when you say last year you had X amount of people on the road.
Yes, sorry.
Break it down.
Yeah, so Carnival didn't happen last year. It was all done virtually.
Mm-hmm.
So and so Samsung worked with CVT, which is the Carnival Village Trust, and yeah, they basically put on this amazing virtual show, and it gave, it was a really good platform for Vibrance Mas. So yeah, and things have been just going well since then. Really, a lot of interest from outside.
You're playing down the hard work involved. There are a few women who are in your position, see, right, who run a mass band and kind of pull the strings to all of the components involved in that, and there are many. I've kind of followed your journey, and that's what's made me really aware of it. Talk about being the only or one of few women in the space, in the position you're in. The pros, the cons must be difficult.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think for women in most areas and fields, it's always a little bit of a difficult journey, or a different journey. But there are a lot of people that are really good in Carnival, a lot of support, and and at the same time, you can be a bit of a quiet. I'm a bit of a quiet voice sometimes, but that could be my personality. But I think it also might be, being a girl as well. But yeah, I mean, a lot of support this year, and the other band. There are only a few female band leaders, but we're growing, and that's good.
No, it's interesting you allude to it as a not just a difficult journey, but a different journey to, I guess it would be for men. What I'm more pointing at is the fact that it is a pretty much a male-dominated space. If I think of, you know, a truck at Carnival, I'm not thinking mass band leader and the owner of that whole space is a woman, generally, just not. I guess it's because of all I've ever been exposed to. So that's the reason why I highlight that. How are you encouraging people to get involved with Vibrance this year, and what can they look forward to when they jump on the road, as it were?
Well, I'm kind of encouraging. I've got a slightly different niche, I think. So I'm kind of trying to go for the just people that would normally go to Carnival. So I have quite a large percentage of people that come to my band on their own. I have a lot more people bring their mums. It's a bit more of a family feel, and I think about 80% of my band is born in the Caribbean, and maybe the rest are born here with Caribbean descent. But yeah, how am I encouraging people? Yeah, just through getting involved with competitions I've had, like throughout the pandemic. I had an international DJ competition. I also had a model competition as well. Just kind of getting people involved, and yeah, just trying to help, you know, just bring people in, because sometimes it's a hard area field to sort of like just come into. So yeah, how else am I encouraging people? Through like just trying to make them come to the launch. I've like working with children with high functioning autism. So I did a session at Newvic College, and I'm hoping to do another one there. And also on Sunday, I'm hoping to do something focusing on the Windrush generation. So I'm hoping to get, you know, of just different areas of the community involved.
Okay, sounds again like you got a lot on, but sounds great if you get to execute all of that. If you had a magic wand, right? If you waved it, what would you request? What would it produce to help you to deliver the experience that I guess is in your mind's eye?
I think the same as with a lot of bands, funding. Also, I think a bit of support as well, like maybe staff and everything. That would be really good, because I've got a very small team at the moment, and you know, it'd be really good to have maybe, I don't know, someone like a content creator, because I pretty much do the majority on my own. So it is a lot to do.
So let me get this. Are you going to be driving the truck as well? It sounds like, so you're designing the costumes, right? You're designing the costumes. You're the PR, your marketing, your team leader, you know, your CEO of the brand. You've got this small team around you. So the funding, I guess, that you alluded to from the top of that would help to establish the type of team that you need.
Think...
And is it easy to find people that are interested in this space? Or is it? I mean, really? What's the difficulty with recruiting a team? Because I can imagine they'd need to understand, you know, the cultural nuance involved.
It's really hard, because I think, you know, there isn't. I think people don't realise how expensive Carnival is to run. You know, it isn't just what you see in terms of costumes. When you pay for that costume, it's also paying for, you know, it's paying for the whole experience of the day, and so there's not very much money in it. And I think when people get involved in this, it's got to be because of the passion. And I suppose I'm very conscious of the fact of asking people, and I do take on a lot, but that's because I'm very conscious of the fact that you know, people aren't being paid. So I try to give people opportunities, or try to find some other kind of way to pay people. So I don't know, maybe with my models, finding them opportunities where they are paid in other areas, or, you know, getting, I think, my DJs on on Soca Passion, which is in America, getting them a show, that kind of thing. But it is quite hard to do, because it's a lot of work, and yeah, sometimes there's just not enough people to do it, and everyone's busy, aren't they? And everyone's got responsibilities.
Well, you've done well so far, because despite all of that, you've delivered it. You're here now, at probably the most pivotal time in the brand's career. You touched on the finance and pulling teams together. If there's anybody out there who is aspiring to be in your position, what else would you tell them to consider before embarking on their journey?
I'd basically say I think how I started is that I started with a vision board and a real focus of what I wanted to do. And do you know what? I always get involved with everything. I don't really think I'm doing something for free, because I feel like I'm always gaining something. And that's pretty much how I've got here. And the reason why I can execute different areas is because I've got a lot of experience. You know, it might be at work where someone says, "Why do you want to help out on the website? It's not in your job description." But that's actually helped me to build my own website, and just things like that. I think I'd say, just learn from everything that you do, and put your passion in everything that you're doing, even if it's small, and just remember that you're going to take that experience later on, and just don't give up, because I'm quite tenacious, I've been told, and I don't really give up, even if I don't know what the next step is going to be. I just keep going, really.
Where can people find out more about Vibrance? Tell them all your social handles.
Yeah, so you can go on Instagram, and it's Vibrance Mas, and that's on Instagram and on Facebook, and I'm on Twitter as well, and I think it's Vibrance Mas again, or Vibrance M. And yeah, we're on YouTube as well, and we've just got the website running now, which is www.vibrancemas.com. And I think that's it. I can't think of any other platforms at the moment.
Well, I'm sure if they find one, they'll find everything else. Let's get back to the event this weekend. What can people expect, and why? Where can they buy tickets to? Promote.
So if you go on Eventbrite, you can go on there and just put in Coral Reef or Vibrance Mas. It will come up, and that's for this Sunday. Tickets are doing well. I've got such a good lineup, and that's what I mean by the support. Because I've got Guffnuff on there. He's really doing really well. I've got DJ Markey. I've got Maurice Roots. He's coming down to play as well. Famous lock specialist. And I've just got Boots. I've got DJ. I might mention DJ Markey already. He's like one that most people know. But yeah, I've got quite a few DJs, so I'm not lost. And I've got Gemini and Champion Boss that are actually part of my they work as part of my team as well.
Are you showing off any of the collection?
The collection is all going to be on there on the night. It's going to be a catwalk, and it's going to be really good. So I'd say, it's just such a nice vibe. You can really get the vibe of the band and what it's going to be like on the road.
Where is it?
Oh, it's in Stratford. Sorry, it's in Stratford, Stratford Theatre Bar. So it's right near the station. Just cross over the road and it's there. And there's parking in the shopping centre upstairs, which is like about 4 minutes away.
Listen, good luck with everything moving forward. Really appreciate your time, and I'm sure we'll catch up beforehand. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Right? Make sure you're there, Joel.